Alright guys, this is Mithril back in BL1 doing another Pearlescent item guide video for Borderlands 1 in 2025, and today the item that we are checking out is the Jackal. So the Jackal is a Pearlescent shotgun by Doll. Now the Jackal can spawn in every elemental variant, that being a non-elemental, fire, shock, corrosive, and then explosive. And then for the elemental multiplier, it can only be ×1. Yeah, no ×2, no ×3, no ×4. Now, because the Jackal is a Pearlescent that you can only get from DLC number 3, it does actually have some drop rates and some drop sources. And it's actually got quite a few of them. Alright, so let's get this done down the list. From the Bad Butt Desperados, it is a 0.028% chance. And then for the Drifter and Bad Butt Bruiser, it is a 0.018% chance. And then, depending on which game you are playing, for whatever reason, Cromrax does have different drop rates. I don't know why. So for the OG version, on 1 player for Cromrax, it is a 0.122% chance. And then for 4 players on the OG version for Cromrax, it is a 0.139. Then for the enhanced version on 1 player for Cromrax, it is a 0.143. And then for 4 players for Cromrax on the enhanced version, it is a 0.159. Yeah, I don't know why they did it like that, but they did. And then to get it out of a lance chest, it is a 0.011% chance. Ooh, that's a lot to say. All right, so let us go over the stats now. So for the non-elemental version, a damage is 1,403, accuracy is 68.9, fire rate is 1.7, and then I could see the reload time through a mod, and the reload time is a 4.2. Really, 4.2, oof. Then this has a mag size of 12. Then for the elemental versions, damage is 1,003, accuracy is 68.9, fire rate is 1.4, reload time is 4.2, and then these also have a mag size of 12. Interesting. And then, speaking of interesting, there is a interesting fact about the Jackal. It can only spawn with the Hunter's prefix. As you guys can see, even the elemental versions have Hunters, instead of detonating or lightning or burning or something else. So yeah, if you do see one that doesn't have Hunters, it is not legit. Anyways, the red text is, "This dog bites." So the unique ability of the Jackal is the Jackal fires heavily arcing grenades that explode on impact and can deal self-damage. Then additionally, it has increased damage and a tighter spread. Self-damage, huh? That is pretty close, I guess. So I guess, yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful, especially if somebody's running it, like, right at you. You know, if they get right in your face, you do have to be careful for that. Now, I am playing as Brick, as you guys can see here. My weapon proficiencies. What I'm rocking. My build. Then I am here in the Underdome, as you guys can see, going to the Angelic Ruins, but before that, I do have a couple of mods installed. Those being Bonk Utilities for 120 FPS in photo mode, Extended UI, that way I can see the reload time and recharge delay on shields, and then the FOV and Sprint Rotation Fix, that way I can have different weapon FOVs, as you guys can see. Yeah, that's pretty much it, so let us get in here. Okay, now that I'm inside the arena, let us take a look at the weapon skin. Although, honestly, it's not that exciting. It's just the standard Doll shotgun skin. You know, just like the green camo, it's not anything too exciting, which is kind of a shame. Then they do get a little bit of color. Although, you can kind of barely see it. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't have the little tube things coming out. Interesting. Alright, so let me switch this one for this one. That way we could save this one for the boss. So how do you do? Yeah, because it does arc, you do have to, you know, aim a little bit above them unless they are really close. Okay, that guy did die. Wow, that guy did not die. Wow, okay. I mean, I don't really ever use the Jackal, especially if I'm using shotguns. The only reason why I would ever use it is for Cromrax farming. Like, say you're in the glitch spot. With this weapon, you can actually shoot his back. However, there is a problem with that, right? First off, you actually have to get one because it is a pearl. So its rarity right there is a problem. Its damage is okay, I would say. It's not really the greatest. Especially if you consider shotguns, I mean. Let's see here. The Plague, even though it says the Crux, the Plague, Blast Hammer, the Crux, the real Crux, wherever that is. Friendly Fire is good, Blast Hammer, where is my Crux? There it is, Crux. There's a lot of good shotguns in this game. I wouldn't necessarily call the Jackal a good one, it's okay. And then, like I was talking about for Cromrax, being able to shoot its back, there is a weapon that does the same thing and is much easier to get, and that is, do I have it? The Leviathan. About 1700 damage. Yeah, it does more damage, sure. It's got slower fire rate. But, I mean, it does the same thing, and it's pretty much easier to get, like 100 times easier to get. It's just the better choice. I mean, just look at this. It's just not doing enough damage, and then if they do get too close, you just hurt yourself, which is not good. Okay, bullies are resistant to fire damage. I mean, I think the idea of it is pretty cool. It's not really a carnage. So the idea of it was pretty cool, but it just does not seem to perform well enough. It is fun, I will say that. It is fun. But most of the time when I am playing, especially at later game, I want weapons to do damage instead of, you know, necessarily being fun. Although I do consider these other shotguns pretty fun. But that's mainly because of how fast they kill enemies. I mean, look at that. I'm killing myself on these guys. Oh boy. Yeah, you really have to keep your distance. Oh boy. This could take a second. Is it all Guardians? No. Somebody died, so that's good. That way I can get revenge, at least. Is it doing only pure elemental damage? I think it is. I did not notice that till right now. Interesting. Oh my god, this guy is not wanting to die. Yeah, this guy Why aren't you wanting to die? Well, that's not good. Okay, yeah. These two guys are not wanting to die, so I guess let's bring them over here. Yeah, as you guys can see, the damage on the Jackal, not really the greatest. Man, these Guardians are not wanting to die at all. Oh, they got this guy down pretty far. Okay, I need to switch over back to the shock one, otherwise these guys are never gonna die. I mean, look at that. Even the Guardian isn't dying from it, and the Guardians die to like anything because they have super low health. Whoops. Just die. Yeah, the damage, especially on these elemental ones, is kind of a problem. I guess for sure then the non-elemental version one is probably the best version to get. So if you guys do get a elemental version one, sucks, I guess.
Don't show any mercy to our next boss, Mr.
Nine toes, huh? I mean, that does explosive damage. Wow, so if you do get one of these, you get less damage and it basically does the same thing. Okay. That's a rip for that one. Okay, where's this guy? There you are. Just die, dude. Just die. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool collector's item because it is a pearlescent, obviously, but other than that, and maybe using it on Cromrax for his back if you're in the glitch spot, even though there is the Leviathan, which is just better to get, easier to get. I don't really know. It was not really performing that well, so I really can't recommend it to anybody if you do manage to get one. It is fun, like I've been saying, it is fun to use, but that damage is not good. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, because we'll help out my channel, and because I will appreciate it like always. And then I do hope to see you guys next time.
Feel like a hamster?
Away! There we go, away!